We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Johnson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They're trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That's what I do. Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. It's our time. It's our time. Check 4, check 4.
2nd and 9 now. Now he's flushed out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Johnson now operating from the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Buying time to his left. He gets it to Brown, complete. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On the carry, it's Ferguson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. A quick throw here out to Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. To throw is Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now back to the ground with Elliott. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
This is taken at the 3. And he's got some space here.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On first down, Ferguson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, They drop the defensive
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
After the sack on first down, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All day, baby, all day.
5-2 to Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Switch.
2nd and 5. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Check. Mike 6. Mike 6.
3 bucks.
Johnson on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, Elliott.
Oh,
and
wow.
That play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run on first down. It's Ferguson, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On first down, Watson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
A second down carry for Ferguson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check it out, Reed. Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
On second down, it's Ferguson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Running right, Ferguson on the give. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 26. Switch.
Now Johnson, a final shot before break. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Come on now, let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first, again, they go with Ferguson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the pistol, Ferguson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. it now out of the gun. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Hey, watch this. Squeeze. Jim.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch out. Check 4.
Here's Johnson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st down, Johnson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Throwing again, Johnson. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Johnson now operating from the gun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Johnson throwing on 4th down. He completes this to Sutton. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe it'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to fire one, deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On first down, it's Ferguson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Running again, and again it's Ferguson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Watson now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Johnson throwing on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Johnson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to have a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Check 52.
From the gun on 3rd down, Johnson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety weapon. Neil, safety's creeping. Go. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill.
Check. Crunch.
Johnson now throwing on 4th down. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Back to throw. Johnson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Johnson to throw on 2nd down. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start out with a run by Ferguson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Right back to Ferguson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Check. I got you one.
On first down, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Ferguson from the shotgun handoff. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now Johnson looking to throw on second down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Callaway with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Here's Ferguson. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Johnson to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming.
From the gun, Johnson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. The 40, the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. The line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Johnson now operating from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Johnson. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Redskins 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, past the 20. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about it.
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Check 26, check 26.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Check 37, check 37. SOS.
Johnson throwing on 3rd and long. Throwing right, and that's complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Single. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, watch the slant.
Now Johnson throwing on 4th down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Cowboys, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Washington, their season is on.